Hey, morning, morning. Me again. So I wanted to do a part two to the scams video that I did a few minutes ago. Well, I did the video a couple of days ago, but it's still happening. And of course, it probably will continue to happen. But I have a little bit more information that will help to just kind of curtail some of this stuff. Like it's really getting outrageous. Um, I went to a seminar yesterday and they talked about AI and deep fakes and scams and people using people's faces and people's voices and people's email. It's ridiculous. So I just want everybody to be on alert and be very aware of like the potential for someone to scam you and scam you out of money or get your information to use your credit or credit cards or whatever. So just wanted to add to video one. So like I said on the first video, I still believe that if you allow time to pass, that will be your first line of defense for avoiding scams. Like sometimes you just need to wait a little while and let it pass. If they keep calling, just let them keep calling, but don't answer the phone. Like if they can get to you, they have a chance to pull at your heartstrings, to put you in a sense of fear or put you in a sense of worry or a sense of obligation in some sort of way. So just allow some time to pass. Um, Another thing you want to do is call the company. Call the company that they claim that they're calling from. Like, remember I told you with the Home Depot thing. Call Home Depot. I call Home Depot. Is like, hey, my name is Natalie. This is my information. I had someone to call me. No, ma'am, that was not us. So that squash that. A lot of times, if you just call back to the company before you respond to the scammer, before you give them your information or your credit card number or your debit card number, before you do all of that, call the company and just say, hey, I need to verify this information. Get a direct number to that company. Like, don't Google, because even if you Google the number to the company, a lot of times it's incorrect. So you want to go to your credit card statement or you want to go to the verified website for that particular company and get a customer service number. Don't just go to Google and say, hey, give me the number to homedepot.com, because it could be anybody, anywhere. So you want to get a specific verified number. Like if you go to a website, it should be a verified website. So call the company before you make a decision to hand out your information. Another thing, you want to call them during regular business hours. Like, don't call after hours because, again, you may be getting misinformation or calling the wrong number. So, call during regular business hours. In email, you want to look for misspelled words and check for inaccuracies in the email. Like, if they spell their name wrong or words wrong, I ain't gonna say they dumb, but if you go try to scam somebody, at least spell check. At least spell check before you try to run some game. But anyway, for y'all look for misspelled words. A lot of times misspelled words will give you an indication that it's a scam. Check the incoming email address. I had a older lady for I used to work at a senior center, and there was a young lady that lived there. Bless her heart, somebody had gotten to her and they basically were telling her that if you give us this money for a subscription or something, um, it will enter you into this contest and you could win millions of dollars and yada yada. And she literally believed it. She believed that she was basically waiting for millions of dollars. They had scammed her and told her that, this is coming, this is, legitimate. All we need is your debit card to pay for the subscription or to pay for the postage or to pay for the bank transfer or whatever. I asked her specifically, where did the email come from? Who did it come from? And it was a Gmail address. To me, if you getting a lump sum of money from somewhere, it likely ain't coming from a Gmail address. And so I just asked her to please trace it. Please, go back and look at where all these emails started from. And a lot of times people, they keep going with you if you keep going with them. Like they'll keep calling, keep emailing, keep sending you texts because now they scamming through text. Like, man, give us a break. Um, so just be really, really mindful of what you see. Like if you look back at that email address and they sending you this, hey, we need you to respond. They even tried to scam my daughter through Cash App. Like they sent a request, hey, this is my daughter and she needs your help and she's in an emergency situation, but she can't call you right now. And so as a mother, I'm thinking like, first of all, y'all can't do my daughter like that. Because if you know my daughter, this ain't gonna be her anyway. Anyway, long story short, they called, they sent a Cash App request requesting money. And they sent it to several of our family members. Nobody sent any money because all you have to do is make a phone call and say, hey, is this you? And of course she was like, what? You already know. So I just say all that to say people are getting scammed left and right from different areas, from Cash App, from Zelle, from email, from text message. Like you got to be on red alert. All right, so remember to check the incoming email address. Look at the number that they are calling from. If it's over the phone, look at the number. If it's not a government entity or some business, it should be a legitimate number that you can call back to. So hang up the phone and call the number back. If they don't answer, scam. If they don't respond, scam. Walk away. Beef up your username and your passwords. Um, I can't stress that enough. Change your username and your password every so often. Some businesses require you to do it, but even those that don't, beef those up and remember to do the two-factor authentication process. So if anybody does try to get in, it'll send you an alert. Like I've gotten alerts to my phone before saying that such and such is trying to get into your account. Is this you? And of course I hit no because people gonna try it, but don't try me. Okay, so don't click on strange or unknown emails. Like if you don't know where it's from, you don't know who it is, and you haven't had a conversation and it just looks odd, like don't click on it. Don't click on, and I'm not going to tell y'all who does this or used to do this, but anyway, don't click on the emails that say you have won a $20 gift card from Walmart or you have won a $50 Visa debit card from anywhere. 19 times out of 10 it's a scam. So don't do it. Don't click on the email. All right, I'm trying to get through these notes really quickly. For Zelle and Cash App, legitimate businesses do not request money through Cash App. So you're not going to have a government entity that's sending you a Cash App request. Come on, people, think it through. Think it through. Like government agencies do not ask you for money for Cash App. From Cash App. They are not going to send you a request that says State of Georgia requests $50. Not to your Cash App. That's not how they function as a business. Government agencies do not request payment from Apple Pay either. Like if it's a government agency or a government entity, they are not going to function that way. If legitimate businesses do not function in sending requests, like as a business owner, so let's just say I want somebody wants to fill out a rental application. I can send them a Cash App request, but it'll be from my business Cash App, and I'll notify them that that's where it's coming from to legitimize it, and they will know that it is a legitimate request prior to me sending. But you are not going to get a request from, say, the state of Georgia to your Cash App. You are not going to get a request from Home Depot for a payment through Cash App. That's just not how government entities are allowed to work. They're not even allowed to work that way. All right, so in an effort not to stretch this out even longer, I just want y'all to be on high alert. Like, watch your emails, watch your texts, watch your phone calls, watch pictures that come through your email. Like, it's deep fakes. People are putting their faces and their names to other people's profiles, creating profiles. Like, y'all, this thing is buck wild. So, with all that being said, my few top tips: be patient. Don't let them get to you emotionally and have you worried that, oh, I better do this right now. Call the company the next day during business hours to make sure that it's a legitimate concern. Ask a lot of questions. Ask a lot of questions, and don't volunteer any information. A couple more things, and I'll be out your hair. When it comes to your credit report, lock it down. You can go to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax and lock it. I keep mine locked indefinitely until I know that I'm about to apply for something, and then I will call or I will go online and unfreeze it for a day, and that's it. After that, it's getting locked back up. So lock your credit report. Lock your credit cards. You can go online. You can lock your credit card. You can lock your debit card. I'm sorry. You can lock your debit card. Lock your credit cards. Keep them locked. If you know you're not going to use them, just keep them locked until you know for sure that you are about to use them for something, or you're about to buy something. Then you can go back in and unlock it for the 10 minutes, 5 minutes that it takes for you to purchase something, and then lock it again. Um, I'll just give you a little tip on what I do. Use your Cash App card and keep a minimal amount of money on it, um, just enough to make your purchase. So if I'm going grocery shopping and I know that my groceries come to $112, I'm going to take my Cash App card. I do not use my debit card out in public unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't. I don't use it online. I don't use it in public. I don't use it unless it's mandatory. But I transfer the amount of money to my Cash App card, and then I use my Cash App card for that full amount. So when my Cash App card is done being used, it goes back to zero. So you can't get money off my debit card because you don't get my debit card number, and you can't get money off my Cash App card because I only put on there what I'm paying for. So sometimes the people in line behind me, they be getting mad because I be standing there transferring money over from my account to my Cash App card, just enough to pay for that. And that's how we doing. But that's a good way to keep from getting scammed, or somebody using that little, what is it, the RFID or whatever it is, to get your debit card number and then go buy something else. So lock your credit card, lock your debit card, use your Cash App card only for the amount of money that you are going to spend. And then here's another good thing: ask somebody. Ask somebody, get a second opinion. Hey, I got this phone call from such and something about it just don't sound right, but it's scaring me, and I'm afraid that if I don't contact them right now, or if I don't make this payment, or if I don't do whatever, that they're going to mess me up in some kind of way. Get somebody else's opinion. And if you get some other ears or other eyes on it, or some other thought processes behind it that are not emotional about it like you are, then a lot of times you can avoid the scam. But don't be ashamed of it. Don't be afraid. People get scammed every day, all day. Like, it happens. So just get a second opinion. Don't be ashamed of being scammed, because it happens, you know, sometimes it just happens. But we can do what we can to avoid it going forward. So do all those things. Lock your credit card, lock your credit reports, use your Cash App only for the amount that you are using to purchase. Like, all those things will help you. So that's my part 2 of avoiding the scams. Y'all be safe out there. Like I said, beef up your security, beef up your usernames and passwords, do your 2-factor authentications. Don't put all your information out on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. Like, be diligent. And I'm saying all that while y'all see all these awards and certificates behind me, but all this is public information. I mean your personal information. Don't put your personal information out there, because these scammers is out here. They trying their best to take everything you got. Unfortunately, that's just the truth. So y'all be diligent, be safe. Talk soon.